क्या आप आईएएस की तैयारी कर रहे हैं और कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स को 2.5 लाख तक की फीस नहीं पे करना चाहते? अगर हाँ, तो 22,500 रुपए में घर बैठ के StudyIQ के पेनड्राइव कोर्स के साथ आप आईएएस की तैयारी कर सकते हैं। आज ही विजिट करें StudyIQ.com.
Hello and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Prashant Mavani. I hope you all are doing good today. We have many important updates in PIB. The first one that we have is coming from Cabinet. Now, Cabinet is also termed as heart of government because you have Prime Minister and you have other important Cabinet ministers who are part of this Union Cabinet, and the same applies with State Cabinet. You have Chief Minister and other important Cabinet ministers of that particular state. You also have top bureaucrats who are part of this this meeting that takes place generally once a week, and most important decisions are taken in this cabinet meetings. Say for example, if there is a particular bill, or if we have a law in our country and if we want to make some necessary changes with this law, if we want to add something or if we want to delete something, then this will be discussed in this cabinet meeting, and if green signal is being given by cabinet, then this particular bill will be introduced in the next session of Parliament. So this is how it works, and just in case if something urgent is required, then ordinance of President can also be issued. But before that, the Cabinet has to, of course, decide on that particular thing. Now, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has decided that 13 new Kendriya Vidyalayas, central schools, will be open in 7 states, and one of the main aim is to impart quality education. These 7 states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Bihar, Jharkhand, Telangana, and you have last one, Karnataka. Now, education is of course important for building good human capital, and it has also been decided that in Madhya Pradesh we have Ratlam district. So this Ratlam district is going to have additional Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalay, and one of the main reason why it is going to have this additional Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalay is because this Ratlam district has a very high percentage of SC/ST population. This has been said by Ravi Shankar Prasad, and he said that to support and to provide and to impart quality education to SC/ST population in this district of Ratlam, it is decided that Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalay will be opened here. With this, dear friends, a second important decision is about this Swachh Bharat mission Gramin. And when we talk about Gramin, make sure that we are talking about rural area. One of the biggest challenge that we are facing as a country is even today, huge amount of population, they don't have access to toilet facilities, and this is very important for human dignity as far as this spread of various diseases is concerned. It's very important, right, that because of this thing our kids are getting malaria, and our kids are getting this diarrhea and food poisoning, and so many other diseases are there. This impacts their growth, and stunting and all these things, right, are associated with open defecation. We want to see ourselves, our country, as an open defecation free country, right, and for that we have to uplift our villages. The government has decided, the cabinet has decided that additional 15,000 crore rupees will be injected in this Swachh Bharat mission Gramin. This extra budget will help us to speed up this whole project because our deadline is 2nd October 2019. With this difference, 1 crore 50 lakh rural households are eligible for this incentive under this mission, and Gram Panchayats will also be supported with this extra budgetary allocation to manage this solid and liquid waste in various different villages. With this, one more decision has been taken by cabinet, and it is about to take over of this IDBI bank by LIC. 51% controlling of the stake will be this IDBI bank will be taken over by this LIC, and the reason why this is done is because IDBI is not performing that well. LIC is Government of India's subsidiary, and government the government does have enough money, but government has to spend, it has to invest the money that it has in its pocket for various different purposes, like infrastructure is there, health, education, so many things, right? So this is you can say an alternative companies like LIC, who are doing very well, they have a huge amount of money as well. So by asking LIC to take over IDBI Bank, government will not have to spend or invest money, right, after this IDBI. And this is also many a times criticized, because what happens is that it can create burden for a well-performing company like LIC. So you have both positives and negatives of this thing. Apart from that, Ram Vilas Paswan has informed us via media that Cabinet has approved Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Amendment Bill, restoring original provisions of Prevention of Atrocities Act. Recently Supreme Court took a stand on this thing, keeping in mind some fake cases that are filed under this act, or misuse of this act, not by everyone, but of course by a very small chunk of people. And I must add here that Supreme Court has never used this word must, right? That Supreme Court has never said that you must do a preliminary inquiry before you take or register this FIR. Supreme Court said that if it may require, right, if you think that it is required, then use your discretion, right? It's not that it's mandatory. So that's how it is. But anyways, government has decided, so in near future we will see amendments on this act. With this difference, I would like to inform all of you that up to 50% discount is available on our pen drive and tablet courses. This is going to last till 16th of August only. So make sure you make the most out of it. With this second item that we have is coming from RBI. It is about monetary policy. Now, monetary, the word money comes from this word called monetary. So when you hear this word monetary policy, remember it is about money, right? It is a policy that is based on money. We have a monetary policy committee. How it works, let me give you a brief about it. MPC, or this monetary policy committee, has hold on a second, let me make a whiteboard for you here. So we have this MPC here, Monetary Policy Committee. You have in total 6 members. 3 members are coming from RBI and 3 members are appointed by Government of India. Decisions are taken based on majority, and if there is a clash, say for example if 3 members are saying yes and 3 members are saying no, then the final decision will be taken by RBI's governor, who is of course one of the member of this committee, and he or she is also head of this MPC. So final say will be on this RBI governor. I hope things are clear to you now. Now, one of the main purpose of MPC is to keep an eye on inflation, and to every 2 months RBI comes out with this bi-monthly policy, monetary policy. So whether interest rates should be hiked or it should be lowered, this decision is taken by MPC, and the most recent decision by this MPC is that repo rate should be hiked by 25 basis point. 25 basis point means 0.25%, right? I hope this thing is clear to you as well. So dear friends, this has been decided, and one of the main reason is demand and supply. The rules of demand and supply applies here, and I'll give you a small example here. Just imagine that if I give you a task that you have to travel from Delhi to Mumbai, right, and if I give you a budget of 500 rupees, you cannot spend even a single penny above 500, then of course with this 500 rupees you will go for a train, isn't it? And you will book a general class ticket, isn't it, rather than a proper AC ticket. You will go for general ticket and general class ticket, of course, and you will not spend money here then, because you just have 500 rupees. But just imagine another scenario where I give you 50,000 rupees, right? So you will get, of course, an air ticket, and you will get the best ticket. You will have a cup of coffee or tea or something at airport, because you have 50,000 rupees budget. So the difference here in these two scenarios is that here money flow was less, so the value of money was there, and here the money is in excess, so 200-300 rupees is not a big deal for you. So same way it applies with our economy as well. If the flow of money is too much, then what happens is that supply of money is high, and the products that we have in the market are as it is. So more money chasing less product, so inflation will go on, things will become expensive. So to control this thing, what a bank or this MPC does is it will hike interest rate, right? So money will become, the supply of money it works like a speed breaker, right? So the flow will be slowed down, and because of this thing the money supply will come, or it will be a little bit slow compared to the value of money will increase. Let me put it this way. So this is how MPC is, or this monetary policy is used to control inflation, and inflation is going to stay at 4.8%. As far as growth is concerned, it is going to be somewhere around 7.4%, which is of course not bad, but we need to see 8 or 8 plus. With this, dear friends, a small update from President's Office. Outstanding Parliamentarian Award has been given out by President of India. A special function was conducted at the Central Hall of Parliament, and Najma Heptullah, Hukumdev Narayan Yadav, Gulam Nabi Azad, Dinesh Trivedi, and Bharutru Hari Mehtab. These are the people who have got, MPs who have got this Outstanding Parliamentarian Award. Apart from that, Prime Minister was also he was there in this function, and he also said that it is very important that all MPs, right, they express the voice of the poor and the marginalized of our country. With this, a very important decision, I beg your pardon, Supreme Court has been furious on this company called Amrapali Group. 40 firms belonging to this Amrapali Group, they are engaged in this real estate business, and they have been playing dirty games and they are defrauding investors. So Supreme Court is not happy with this company. Supreme Court has asked this company to provide all important details associated with their bank accounts starting from 2008 till date, and the Supreme Court has also summoned Secretary of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs as well as Chairman of National Building Construction Corporation of India to be there in the proceeding of this case. With this, dear friends, UAE, that is United Arab Emirates, they have taken a very important decision which is going to be beneficial for our people, because you know that we have some 2.8, or roughly speaking nearly 3 crore Indians are living in UAE. Most of them are there to do this construction and other sort of manual labor work, and it's a very good job opportunity for our, it's a place that provides opportunities for our blue collar laborers, and the main decision taken by UAE is that it is going to provide 3-month visa amnesty program. So all those people who are overstaying over there, they will be able to apply, reapply, or if they cannot apply, then they will be allowed this chance to come back to India without facing any sort of criminal proceeding. With this, let me take you through UAE. On your screen you can see this country. It's an Arabic country. Here you can see Persian Gulf. You have this Abu Dhabi, that is capital of United Arab Emirates. You have some 7 different kingdoms, right? Abu Dhabi, and you have Dubai and Sharjah and Ajman and Fujairah and other, this too. So all together they form this UAE, this country, and we have a historic relationship with this country. We have cultural ties and trade ties and financial ties and a good relationship overall. You can see Oman is sharing its border with UAE. Saudi Arabia is here. Qatar is not far. Bahrain as well is not far. The other side of water you find Iran. This water is Persian Gulf. You find Strait of Hormuz here, and very important channel this Strait of Hormuz is, because all those oil ships, right, they travel through this waters, and then from here they enter Arabian Sea, and from here they travel to different parts of the world. So very important location here. With this, dear friends, one more update coming from MEA, and that is that USA has decided to declare 3 organizations that are operating in Pakistan as terrorists and terror financiers, right, as specially designated global terrorists. And this has been welcomed by India. India has said that we have been consistent with this thing, that we have said that Pakistan, is a breeding ground for this sort of activities. Department of Space has a small update. It's going to be a revision for regular students. We have launched IRNSS-1I, and it is basically a replacement of this IRNSS-1A. That rubidium clock of this 1A satellite was not functioning well, so we launched a replacement so that we can have proper navigation system. We don't want any interference or any sort of issues with our navigation system. Hopefully it should start working next year. And apart from that, Chandrayaan 2 is also not far. Hopefully in near future we are also going to see launch of Chandrayaan 2. It's of course a lunar mission. Ministry of Commerce and Industry has got a very important update, and it is associated with geographical indication tag, which is called GI tag. A logo as well as a tagline has been created, and this information that we have is pertaining to this new setup that government is going to do. Government is going to allow, and government is going to create shops of handicraft items at airports. And one of the reason is that it will provide, it will catch more eyeballs. We find foreigners coming or passing through these places, airports of course, and they are quite fond of it. Handicraft items which are very expensive, particularly in Western countries. So they can do a little bit of shopping here on airport, and this will create more job opportunities, more demand for this sort of handicraft items. It will also provide this rightful share of intellectual property right. It will also support this informal sector, because most of handicraft items are produced by informal sectors and in rural area, and this is a very unique skill set that people of our country they have. This generation, from generation to generation, this knowledge and this art of creating these handicraft items are passed. So it is very important that we promote it, that we preserve this art. We don't want to see this arts getting perished. We want to, it's a big thing. It can create so many jobs, as I told you. And NABARD is also going to help us with creating portal for this GI and self-help group products. And the tagline is Atulya Bharat ki Amulya Nidhi, invaluable treasures of incredible India. With this, dear friends, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises has started this mission, the mission Solar Charkha. And again, this is going to create so many jobs, somewhere around 1 lakh people. They are going to get direct employment opportunities with the help of this mission Solar Charkha, and it was launched by President on 27 June 2018. That is also United Nations Small and Medium Enterprise Day. And that's everything in today's discussion, dear friends. I hope you have learned so many things from today's updates, and I am trying my level best to finish this backlog. Hopefully tomorrow you will get back-to-back 2nd August, 3rd August's PIB, both in English and Hindi, and in total 4 lectures, 4 PIBs hopefully tomorrow for you guys, and in a couple of days we will catch up. So rest assured. Thank you very much for your support, for your love, and make sure you check out StudyIQ.com for this 50% discount that is available at present. Enjoy your day. God bless you all. Jai Hind.